I do take twos on like live stream.
It's like, it's Schrodinger's monster.
To not sound too cheesy, but it was just love at first sight. I mean, I just loved it.
That's what I keep saying, dude. Like, D&D, right? No matter how fun it is, it does have a learning curve.
True, true. I mean, that's the thing, right? As you said, there's purpose for a 2 hour episode, and then the next episode is 45 minutes. There's a reason for that, or whatever.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Infinite Tavern podcast. We are your humble and favorite hosts. I am Aman. I go by Aman HK on all social media platforms. And with me is, well, he's known as, I know, like in the D&D world and in the real world, what are you called, man?
Yeah, it's quite a long name actually. People call me Raghav, and many people are confused as to what to call me. But yeah, Raghav is the common one.
That's fine. We'll go with Raghav or Anurag. Like both work. That's why I put both names in the graphic. They can choose whatever they want. Keeping our names aside, we have another person who goes by a different name, an additional name. I don't know how to put it. A moniker. I don't know what to put it online.
Let's just say
He's
that he's quite crispy.
he's very crispy, very very crispy, salty,
That does not sound
and
right at all.
yeah. I kept thinking of adjectives, and it felt wrong in my mouth. So I was like, you know what? Let's.
Dude, come on.
Okay. Oh shit! I'm making it worse. So, he's a streamer. He is a dungeon master. He has an actual play out on the YouTube channel, and he has written some adventures, which is up on the DMs Guild as well. Everyone, please welcome onto the podcast, Mr. Crispy Akhil.
Hello, what up? How's it going?
Everything is fine
Well,
so far. This is take two, by the way, of the
Aman,
introduction.
just do the entire introduction.
Yeah. Yeah, I speed ran through it. You know what? We'll take whatever we have on the edit. I can pick and choose depending
Fair.
upon the pace. So yeah, but you know all about it because you have done a few recordings. You do streams. You do take twos of things. Sometimes you mess up your introduction. Like, hey everybody, I am Akhil Crispy. No, that's not what my name is.
Yeah, I do take twos on like live stream. I just like change the scene, and I'm like, yo, hi everyone, and I'm like, oh, hold on, I forgot. We'll do the hellos again, and then I go back to the starting soon scene, and then I come back and I'm like, hello, and I say something witty. So yeah, I do it live. It's not even edited like on for YouTube. So
Yeah,
yeah, I get that.
definitely.
I've seen Aman's latest stream on Pencil Tables, and I've seen comments on it. Okay, Steve, he was supposed to give an introduction, and he's muted, and
Yeah,
the players were all listening to him, and
and doing like
and
nodding, yeah, dance, and everybody
Yeah.
is just watching their they're just watching us nod our heads and smiling and
Yeah.
probably thinking we are mad. Like, what are these guys? What are
Oh
and
these guys
boy.
doing?
the comments just go classic Steve. Just does that all the time.
True. That's a streamer problem 101. Like I'm pretty sure every single streamer
Y-
has experienced that a muted mic. Yeah, same. I've like
Yeah,
had a stream go on for like 15 minutes where my mic was muted, and then one of the regulars came in and he was like, by the way, Akhil, if you're speaking anything, we don't know, is this a muted stream? I'm like, oh fuck, the mic was muted. All right.
I let my heart out in that 15 minutes and nobody heard it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There were like three average jokes in those 15 minutes that I had to crack again. But then,
It's like
there's no
recording
filing
an
because.
actual play without clicking the record button. That's
Oh my
Oh,
god.
oh, fuck. Imagine that. Damn.
imagine that.
Well, that
Insane.
has happened in real life because I used to work as a cinematographer and I have done takes. I've done entire interviews, and I thought I'm hitting the stop button, but then it says like, okay, now
Oh,
recording. I'm like, oh
no.
shit.
Fuck.
So that
I
has
lost one
happened.
of those experiences that way. One of my first, I think it was my first time jet skiing, and my friends forgot to hit record on the video. The whole thing
Oh,
lost.
boy.
I couldn't afford to do it again. So
Damn, that's
Talking about risky, which rhymes with crispy, kind of. Uh, Akhil, how did you start up in streaming, and eventually, how did you find your way into TTRPGs of all things?
oh damn, that's like quite a long story. So I mean, I'll try to shorten it as much, but mainly
Backstory,
streaming.
backstory.
Yeah, basically, streaming basically just happened because of COVID, man. Like I like most streamers back in the day, a lot like had a lot of time, work
Hmm.
from home, so just decided like I was anyways playing video games, thought I'll just like stream it, and just made an account on Twitch, started streaming it, and yeah, after that I've just like tried out different things. Like I've done video games, art, music streams, just trying out stuff here and there. But then early last year is when I got into like TTRPGs and Dungeons and Dragons specifically, because things had like opened up for a year already, and the usual friends that I usually hang out with around my place, one of them was like traveling to Delhi for work. The others got busy because their offices had started, and all of that. And I was feeling very sad because I was like, oh damn, how who do I hang out with and shit. So then I was like, wait, you know what? For years I've heard of this game called Dungeons and Dragons, and apparently it can be played online. So let me just check. And I got into it, and yeah, it's just honestly, I just opened up like the basic rule book,
Hmm.
and it was to not sound too cheesy, but it was just love at first sight. I mean, I just loved it, just the entire concept, because I think it's also somewhere because as a well, like when I was younger, back in school and shit, I used to love just writing stories and shit. So I think it's also
Yeah.
natural that I was attracted to the DM role much more. But yeah, that's how D&D came across. But plot twist: the people that I got into D&D for don't really play D&D with me. Let's like I have a different group of people now that I play with.
Wow,
Uh,
so many similarities. I'm just seeing
yeah,
so
so
many
many common
similarities.
denominators everywhere. I'm like, I learned D&D because I hope that me and these people we would play together because that's something that they would really love. But yeah, never happened, and like different directions,
Yeah,
forks on the
Even
road.
I started out D&D. I went through D&D, loved it during COVID again. Decided to play it with my friends. They didn't like it, so I just found the things on Discord. So
yeah, exactly. Like I started
Uh,
playing it with the friends I made through like streaming and Twitch over the last 4 years, and them being like natural gamers, they were
yeah.
like
hmm.
much more attracted to the concept. So that's going well.
Again, it's not the
And
like usual one though. Like yeah, even then, even gamers, right? Not all of them would like it. I
True,
tried
yeah,
to
true.
get a bunch of people into this thing, into Dungeons and Dragons, and once they found out that it's not an actual video game and it involves
yeah.
math, they just walked right out.
Yeah,
But see that's my problem because if you play a game like Skyrim or even fucking Fortnite, technically you do have to do calculations. Oh, I need these many points to level up. If I do this, then I could get these multipliers, and then this will multiply. The only thing is it's automated in a video game, and here sometimes you
yeah,
have to. But hey, even if like you do use something like a D&D Beyond, or like if you have Foundry or things like that, it will do the calculation for you.
exactly. Yeah,
So that's one thing I'm like, hey, but I mean, that's not that shouldn't be like a deal breaker. Sure,
exactly. And
you're rolling math rocks. That's the only thing that you're doing.
yeah, and but you know what? In my experience, every one that I've played with hasn't really like disliked the idea of TTRPGs or Dungeons and Dragons. They've loved it, but they've been what's the word? Like they've been involved or like, invested in it at multiple levels. Like I've had people who are like,
Hmm.
I have players who are very much excited to make their next character and like have a very killer
Hmm.
backstory and like what
Yeah.
class they can do, what subclass, and just all of that stuff. Whereas I've had people where they are just okay with pre-generated characters. They don't really care about class and all. They're just there for the story and just
Vibes.
play. Yeah, just kind of that. But they enjoy equally as much as the number crunching guy. It's just that they are not as much invested in the mechanics, or so to speak. Like they enjoy the experience, but so my theory is that TTRPGs are for like everyone, but everyone just gets invested at a different.
So again, I definitely agree on all the points that you said about, it, everybody here who's into TTRPGs is invested at different levels, even with D&D. And I really like that. So you started with just learning the basic rules, and I do believe like that's literally all you need to get going.
Yes.
Personally suck at all the extra rules. I mean, it is all
Same.
the number crunching and the subclasses and how many actions and bonus actions and what all those mechanics are. I really suck at them. I'll be honest.
Same.
That's why
Same.
I don't run like fifth edition anymore. But honestly, yeah, if somebody just has basic rules, I mean, they can run an entire campaign based off of that, and they won't need anything else. Whatever's there
Yeah.
available for free.
There are like specific modules that are for the basic rules that are available for free on, I think,
Yeah.
DM's Guild and stuff. So
Even on D&D Beyond, Lost Points of Phandelver and Player's Handbook
yeah,
are
true.
actually free.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't Icewind Dale also free, or was it
No,
Ice
no, no,
Spire
not
Peak?
Dragon
No,
of
no.
Ice Peak. Dragon of Ice Peak.
Yeah, yeah.
Icewind
Dragon.
Dale is
Apologies.
expensive.
Oh no, that's a whole campaign. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded similar. But talking about campaigns, two things I really want to get in with you, which you have done. One is you have done a campaign, an actual play campaign, and two, you have published some adventures on D&D Guild. So let's start off with the most easiest thing, the actual play that you did. uh, quote unquote
Yeah.
easiest thing.
Yeah, quote unquote.
And you just said that you started off like 1.5 years ago into TTRPGs itself. So what was it like? I mean, what did it take for you to be like, you know what? I actually want to run an actual play. I want to record this with my friends, and I want to put it up online for the rest of the world to see.
Yeah, I think it's just the streamer slash content creator bug that I've had for like 4 years, since like
Yeah.
2020. And the second thing is, I was mainly playing with friends, so it was going to be a comfortable vibe. And I just thought, you know what, I would like to record this, or basically document this, uh, just for the experience. And then when I hit the first record button, I was just like, you know what, might as well put it on YouTube if these guys are okay with it. And yeah, they were
Yeah.
okay with it. So that just happened. Like there was no specific intention, or it still isn't, that I want so many people to watch this, or this has to become mainstream, or like has to blow up or anything.
Definitely, dude. What was the name of the campaign again, if you can say it for the listeners?
It was the Mansion in the Storm. It is on
All
my
right.
YouTube channel, which is Crispy Akhil itself.
What was the biggest challenge you faced while actually recording? Again, this is not just an audio recording. This is a proper video recording, edited down with all like assets, which you can see, with character art, with uh, roles being
Yeah.
shown online. So, what was the biggest challenge in you putting this whole thing together from start to finish?
Well, the biggest challenge was scheduling, because I think
Of course, it's
I had
scheduling.
6 players on table. And
Damn.
as a new DM, I had never had a table with more than 3 or 4 people.
Hmm.
So having 6 people, out of which 3 were new to D&D. That was their first time playing D&D. So it was just chaotic to just organize it, like to get them to understand their character and just the mechanics and everything. But on the technical aspect of it, I think I'd used Roll20 back then. I've moved down to Owlbear now because it's just much better for my brain. So that's what I did. But with the assets and all, honestly, it wasn't that um, heavy on the system, I guess, because I was just screen capturing Roll20 ka screen. The roles were on the left side, and then everyone's camera. For camera, we used this thing called OBS Video Ninja, where
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
it creates a room and then you get individual links and that sort of a thing. So it was kind of a technical nightmare. Not gonna lie, after doing that one, I was like, "Fuck this shit! I'm not gonna do actual plays again." But well, I have 2 recorded on my hard disk right now, which I need to edit and put out. So I did do them.
Oh.
But yeah, pretty
So-
intense to do it all alone though. Like if anyone out there is thinking of doing it, I would highly recommend get someone with you. If not for like technical support or anything, just for like the mental support. It's insane.
You should talk to Steve.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. That guy is insane. He's insane. The amount of like actual plays he schedules and also like actually puts them out, like makes it happen.
Yeah.
It's insane, dude. I'm low-key jealous.
I mean, yeah, I think it's because of that the like that Panster stable is also like has steadily grown. Like their association with Magpie Games, with Chaosium, Make a Wish.
Chaosium, yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm looking forward to like the other two things that you will put out, actual plays one day. But another point that is very interesting, I feel, and not a lot of people generally talk about it. They just accept it, but I think it should be talked about more, is that your episodes are like 20, 25 minutes long. What was the
Yeah.
thought process behind like, okay, I'm going to keep
I
it
mean,
at the
usually
length of a TV
games-
episode?
Yeah, games usually run like 3 to 4 hours. How do you
Yeah.
manage to keep it under 25 minutes?
So that's the thing. The session was 4 hour or 3 hour long. I've just like chopped it up into 25 to 30-minute parts where maybe like the story is there's like some scope to put a cut and make it a 30-minute mini episode. Basically, that's what I've done. I haven't put any other cuts in between, so there's not a lot of unnecessary information that has been edited out. So maybe one of the episode would just be like 20 minutes of these guys just trying to figure out what to do or where to step next. So that is
How to
entire,
open
like, a
the
filler
door.
episode. Yeah,
How
just
to open the door.
basically. Yeah, or not even just rolling to open, just like thinking if they should or should not open the door. Just
Oh, yeah. Typical.
but yeah, so I've not cut out those kind of things.
Opening a door is way tougher than you can imagine, dude.
That's the bane of a PC's existence. Like a door. What now? What? This is the biggest.
All
This is the
things.
biggest.
It's not a
door.
dragon or any other monster. It's a door. It's a fucking door.
Dude, I'm not even kidding. One of my other games that's going on, we have this barbarian, and he's just role-playing barbarian like a signature textbook barbarian. And every time
God.
that they face a door that is locked, all he says is, "Okay, I'm smashing it down."
Of course.
And I'm
Daya.
like, so first 2 or 3 times, I just asked him, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, I'm smashing." After this, I've just stopped asking him. I'm like, fine, he's ready to face whatever's in there. He's just ready to do it. I'm like, yeah, why not? Let's just roll with it. So we need players like this. So players out there, we need you to just smash down the door. Sometimes there's nothing. Sometimes there might be 10 chests, 9 out of which are mimics, but most of the time,
sometimes
it's nothing, right?
there could be 10 chairs, one out of which is also a mimic. Or all could be.
Exactly. Or none are mimics. You just don't know. So just smash those
You're
doors.
just
guys. Come on.
paranoid. You're just
Yeah.
paranoid.
Oh,
Exactly.
that
The
reminds me.
DM is on your team, as the rulebook says.
You know,
you guys are safe.
I'm running Curse of Strahd right now.
Oh no.
And recently my players went into the death house and I brought in mimics over there. These mimics, every time they miss, the PCs miss an attack, or every time the mimics hit the target, they make a dad joke. Just
What?
for the fun of it.
Nice.
That's so
Love it.
you.
I know,
That is
right?
so you. I mean, I can imagine your players going like, "Oh God, no!"
Why do you think I introduced them?
But honestly, dude, that barbarian's description, it just reminds me of Daya from
True,
CID.
actually. You know what? That might be his like low-key reference point.
Honestly, I get that. I think it's because the fear of the it's basically literally the fear of the unknown that the PCs or rather the players have. That's why it's like,
Yeah, exactly.
can I do perception checks? You have done 10 perception checks. You're not gonna find anything new. But can I do it? There might be something that you as a DM who is against me, you might be planning something because you did a smirk 20 minutes ago when I approached the door. So I am paranoid as fuck.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds like my table.
I mean, isn't that Raghav? I'm sure you also must have felt it. Like you make like you could have literally been reading a joke on your phone and smiled, and the players would interpret it as, "Oh no, what has he planned?" I'm
Oh
like,
yeah,
I
absolutely.
literally, I
Yes.
literally saw a meme on my phone and I smiled. Sorry, you were saying something.
The 20-minute length of the videos, right, that you had asked, that was honestly a completely conscious decision because I was like, I personally have no time to watch like 3 hour long actual play, one episode that is 3 hour long. So like
Hmm.
something that I love, like Critical Role, that I love so much, but I'm not able to catch up on campaign 3 because I don't have time for like 4 hour episodes. But yeah, they've started releasing like shorter versions,
Abridged.
which is nice, abridged, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that was a conscious decision because also another podcast that I follow, Dungeons and Daddies, their episodes are like
Hmm.
45 minutes, 30 minutes long.
Nice.
So, and I just
Yep.
listen to it whenever like I'm traveling for work or maybe just I'm
Yeah.
having a coffee in the evening. So that's
Yeah.
that's what I wanted my videos to be.
That's another thing that we also try to make sure during our recording of our first mini campaign, which was Honey, I Shrunk the Cool Kids. We tried to make it, as close to 1 hour as possible, just either beneath it or beyond it, so
Mhm.
that it doesn't feel like, oh, it's a chore to watch. It's a chore to listen
Exactly.
to it. Uh, so again, lot of snipping things that I had to do just to like keep the
Of
flow
course.
going and keep the listeners invested. And that's what
Yeah, yeah,
something
for
that
sure.
I've actively seen a lot of recent actual play studios do. I listened to a few of them, and some of them are long, some of them are short, but even the long ones, there's a purpose, I guess, behind it, why this one will be 2 hours and the next episode will be 45 minutes. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I think it's there's a lot of, I think, thought that goes behind it, which frankly I don't have the brain capacity to comprehend at the moment. I like, it's just for now it's just us two, Raghav and I, who are managing the podcast. I'm like, if we can do like a 1 hour podcast, that's fine, but a 1 hour actual play, that's a completely different ball game.
True, true. I mean, that's the thing, right? As you said, there's purpose for a 2 hour episode, and then the next episode is 45 minutes. There's a reason for that, or whatever. The one that I said I have, like, one of the two that I have already recorded.
Hmm.
So the first session, so it's like 4 sessions. The 3 sessions are 3 hour long, and the fourth one is like 4.5 hour long. Uh,
Hmm.
but and I've tried to chop it down just to do it like a similar way with the first campaign, which was like 20-25 minutes per episode. But I was unable to do that for the first part because the first part, I think here as well, I had like 6 players, and again, I think two of them were new to D&D, so asking each one to introduce their characters awkwardly. So there's like a good 20 minutes, 25 minutes of just that, but I can't take it out because it's character introductions. So the first
Hmm.
episode is 59 minutes, but then the second episode is
Yeah.
25 minutes.
Ah,
So
makes sense.
that's the kind of an issue. So there's no reason for it to be 59 minutes apart from the introductions. That's all. Like there's no bigger play at work. Just that I couldn't take out the awkward introductions and make it make sense. So I just had to put
Yeah.
it in, and it's a 1 hour long episode, which is just, it is what it is.
That's fair. I mean, usually first episodes are going to be long because most of the time, it's just set up. This is the world.
True.
These are the players. These are the characters. These are some NPCs. Go interact. Maybe there'll be a battle.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Coming towards again, is this an adventure which is pre-written, or is that something that you wrote?
One of them is in a world. Yeah, one of them is in like a homebrewed kind of continent. that I'm still working on. It isn't completely fleshed out.
Mhm.
It is, dude. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys might have experienced this as well. When I got into D&D, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna be a DM. I'm going to make
Yeah.
my own world. And of course,
Yeah.
I'm not saying this like I knew that I should not go all in. Like I read about it everywhere. I saw videos and all. It's like start small, whatever, whatever. But I was like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I write
Fuck
short
that.
stories and shit. Yeah, I just made an entire continent. I had like a bunch of cities. I'm like, yeah, now let's get to the details. What is the situation? Who is ruling what? I'm like, okay, fuck, this is a
It
bit
is
too
tough.
much.
It is tough.
Let's just start small. Let's hold a city. Let's write a campaign in there, and then we'll just branch it all out. So yeah, right now in my entire continent, there are like I guess 11 or 12 major cities, and then like smaller towns and stuff. But right now, I only have fleshed out one city where the offline campaign that I'm playing, like as in offline, as in like non-content campaign that I'm playing is taking place.
I
So yeah.
created an entire world called Axel Dawn, and in that, I think I fleshed out like 4 continents. That's it. So
That's
I'm running
it.
two
Yeah,
campaigns,
that's what he says.
both of them set in the same world, 500 years apart.
Damn, that's actually pretty cool. Like now, even my players right now want to do like a history campaign where the discovery of this continent comes into place. I'm like, wait, so that means I have to then make another continent from where the colonizers come. I'm like, oh my god. I wish I could be working on so many campaigns at the same time.
Like even the current Call of Cthulhu stream that is running on Passless tables, that's like my homebrew city of Ispatpur, based off of like my own city, Jamshedpur. It's an industrial
I mean,
town
I know of the city.
surround.
I've played in one of them,
Oh fuck yeah!
Candela.
I
Yeah.
completely forgot that you have played in that city.
Yeah.
That was the first ever Candela Obscura game that I ran,
Oh, damn. Nice.
and that was
That's
the
really fun.
introduction of that city.
Oh,
But yeah, that's another city that I'm working on. I'm trying to make an entire campaign setting out of it. Like a publishable campaign setting for horror, and that's, I believe, something that all three of us have in common is all three of us have written some adventures and have put it online for all the world to see. So can we talk about your published adventures on DM's Guild?
The way he's segueing
um,
back into the topics, just look at him. He's
he's already a pro at this, man. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, the ones that I had published, uh, I mean, there's just two. One is the Haunted Well, and the other
Yeah.
is the Researcher's Request. I don't know why I forgot it, but the main idea for those was just putting it out. Like, I love to write sometimes, so I was just like, might as well write. Like, I'm writing adventures for my game, so I was like, might as well write it and put it up on DM's Guild. I'll just write it. I'll flesh them out. I'll put it on wherever, and then whenever I get a chance, I'll just play them. So mainly just that, nothing else. But yeah, how did you guys like come up with or had the idea to even publish it out?
I just saw that many people were actually publishing stuff, and I had a bunch of ideas. So one of them was called the Infinite Tavern.
It's a good. I've read it. It's a good one.
It is a pretty fun idea. Like it's basically like a tavern where it doesn't end or something, right? I
No, no,
remember
no.
it very vaguely.
It's like Hotel California. You once you enter, you cannot.
Yeah, you enter, you can't leave. Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
I realized it way too late.
Do you guys suffer from the forever DM?
Okay. Have you seen my Discord
Thingy.
tag? It is called the Forever DM.
True.
I am the Forever DM.
So it was the same case for me, but that has changed recently because I've started playing in a few games more, especially whether it is on stream or somebody wants me to like fill in for somebody. So I do that sometimes. The published adventure that I have is called The Curse of
Oh, yeah.
Itmuki's Gems, which is a Pathfinder level 1 one shot
Oh,
adventure.
pretty cool.
And it is pretty cool. I find like I am liking Pathfinder a lot, even though it's way more crunchy. I like the rule set there. You technically don't need a lot of homebrew for Pathfinder as much as you need for D&D.
Wait, what do you mean?
Pathfinder, it's basically a
So
lot more rules than D&D does have, right?
yeah, it's way more crunchy. You have literally a mechanic for everything,
Yeah,
or
for
it has
even for
directions for
reflex.
each and every. And another reason I like Pathfinder is because it's literally free. You
That's true.
can go to archives of I'm completely blanking on the name, but you can go over there and it has all the rules, literally everything, all the mechanics, all the legacy rules, all the new rules. And like Paizo has endorsed it. They said like, hey, go read this rules, go play our game, which I'm like, yeah, sure, anytime. And
Yeah.
uh, I even like the character creation rules in that, because I find that even on level 1 your characters can do a lot of things. They don't feel they don't feel like, oh shit, this
Yeah.
goblin is gonna one shot the whole party. It doesn't like that. You still get a lot of abilities, you get a lot of feats. Ever it's pay what you want.
Nice.
Obviously it's free or this level 1. And ooh, did something
Yeah,
happen?
I just lost power.
That has happened in one of our recordings as well, uh, where I suddenly lost power and I was literally lighting myself up like this.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, so I realized I like Pathfinder a lot, especially because of SP 501. He runs he exclusively almost exclusively runs Pathfinder. Amazing
Yeah.
GM, and he in fact co-wrote it. Shout out to Stephen, and we
Yeah,
have
do
his
check out his
episode out as
episode,
well.
guys.
Yeah,
Listeners,
that
do check out his
that's
episode.
he's a Pathfinder nerd. He's like the biggest flag bearer of Pathfinder in India, I feel.
Yeah,
So
for
yeah,
sure. I've seen his messages on like Discords. I've seen it.
yeah, yeah, and he is always open to help people run Pathfinder as well, which is cool. Have you run any or have you played any other TTRPGs apart from Candela, because you played it with me?
Not really, honestly. As I said, like the most of the people that I play with are firstly new to TTRPGs, and secondly, Dungeons and Dragons is the thing that they know. And like, although I have been like into the rule book since like 1.5 year, it's been like almost 10 or so months for them still that they have like started playing D&D and stuff. So I have pitched other systems to them, but they just want to get through like get good at D&D first, like understand that game first, and then move on to something else. So unfortunately, I think Candela is the only other game that I have played, and apart from that, like a few other like solo journaling games that I
Uh
just
huh.
keep on trying out here and there. But as a party based, like a GM based TTRPG, no, it's just Dungeons and Dragons, unfortunately.
Anything else that you're interested in? Sorry, Raghav, you were saying
Yeah, I
something.
mean, have you tried Call of Cthulhu though?
The thing is, right now there's I'm playing this campaign with my wife, the one that came with Essentials Kit, the Icefire Peak, Dragon of Icefire Peak.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
So that's the one that's going on with my wife, and she's usually the one who's like target of my experiments in TTRPG and stuff. So I'm like, all right, after we finish this, I have a lot of material with Call of Cthulhu, and we are going to play that. Like, I don't care if you want to or not, but I know you don't like horror, but we are doing this because I have been Cthulhu starved for a long time.
I mean, you don't
So
have to run horror exact. I mean, yeah, what am I talking? Yeah, it is horror.
I mean,
I
it
mean,
is, yeah.
it is,
No, the thing
dude.
is, I do try to, change a little bit of that stuff. Try to make it more of an adventure as well. So something like, I feel like, things like Indiana Jones also could be run on that system, on Call of
Oh
Cthulhu.
yeah, fair,
Yeah,
Because
of course.
Indiana
for
Jones is
sure.
basically like Call of Cthulhu itself. The whole movies are like Call of Cthulhu itself.
especially like Temple
definitely.
of Doom and
Temple of Doom and
yeah,
Raiders, both of them are like
yeah.
Call of Cthulhu.
Like I've fallen in love with that system. It's so simple, it's so succinct, and it's so easy to get into.
Hmm.
That's what I keep saying, dude. Like, D&D, right? No matter how fun it is, it does have a learning curve. It has
Oh,
a very,
for sure.
it has a very steep learning curve because the mechanics, especially for spellcasters, the mechanics,
Oh
different kinds of
man,
spells, the all of the feats, all of that is tough to learn. It takes time to learn. But Call of
I
Cthulhu,
suck at it.
the but Call of Cthulhu, right? The learning curve is pretty much a flat line.
You roll a d100,
Exactly.
you
Yeah,
pass or you fail. You are playing a squishy ass character. Your best choice is to run away
exactly.
I
because you
ran
will go
a
mad.
I ran a whole bunch of Call of Cthulhu games in the beginning when I got into the game. I ran one published material. That's it. No more. After that, I went into homebrew. I had this one YouTube channel called Mr. Bolin that I follow. He does these horror stories based on what do you call that urban legends like the Goat Man or
Nice.
the what do you call that Skinwalkers or I
What's
ran
the what's the spelling of that channel?
Mr. Ballen Bolin.
Ballen. Okay.
Yeah, I've done one on sleep paralysis as well,
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
and it's actually really fun when you do that. I've run something on the Wendigo. The players couldn't move because they were in a canoe with water that is like way too deep for them to just jump into in a valley where the gold rush happened. They need to go search for some brothers.
Oh, damn. Those are some intense scenarios, dude. Holy fuck.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, I've been sold since I knew that there is a Call of Cthulhu system because I love Lovecraftian horror, like cosmic horror. I just am fan of uh,
I
every sort of writing.
and because of that, my friend actually she gifted me a Necronomicon for my birthday, just so that I could get more
Nice,
ideas. A leather bound
beautiful.
Nice.
Necronomicon.
Oh boy, dude! I think Anurag, you have a thing for phobias and like using it against people. Like you
Yeah,
are
I do that. Yeah,
an
sometimes.
evil. Like I see claustrophobia. Then I see like the canoe that you said, like deep waters.
Yeah,
There's a pattern here, guys.
There is a pattern here.
if they keep
Yeah,
coming, I'll keep running the games for
fair.
them.
It's like an amusement park ride.
Exactly,
Like
it's like an
people
amusement
love
park
to,
ride. It
yeah,
might
people
feel
love to
scary,
get
but it's
scared
still
in a
fun.
safe environment.
What else is going on? Akhil, what's next for you in terms of TTRPG or streaming? Is there anything that you have planned
Or
for
did you
future?
just
Like,
say
hey, this is
what
one.
else to a guest instead of just actually asking a question?
I'm literally asking like what he has in store for the future. Yeah, and what else? Because I already know that he has like two actual plays sitting in his hard drive. He wants to run Call of Cthulhu, so yeah, naturally, what else?
Yeah, honestly, I have a bunch of like these rough drafts of adventures that I'm going to publish soon. The
Hell yeah.
main plan is to publish, or I mean, I feel, you know what? I feel publish is a very big word for something that
Hmm.
I'm trying to do. These are like 4 page, 5 page, one shot PDFs or like encounters or whatever you want to call them. So it's just like, yeah, I'm just putting them out. So the main plan or the main idea is to just put out one every month or so, just to get it, like,
Hmm.
keep it flowing. But it's very difficult. But yeah, mainly it's putting out adventures, putting out actual plays. So the
Hmm.
plan is once these two are edited into like smaller parts and then they start uploading on YouTube, there's
Mhm.
another one that I want to record, but then there's like zero prep that has happened over there. So there's no schedule.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's all just all over the place and wild.
Hey, scheduling. That's the
Exactly.
BBAG.
Exactly.
But yeah, dude, looking forward to that. I have started watching your, just I'll be honest, I'm watching it at 2x.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, I have watched Critical Role at like 2.5x
Oh,
because I'm like, come on, guys,
yeah, makes sense.
keep it going, please. So yeah, I'm currently gonna watch that. There are so many action plays I need to watch. Dimension 20's Critical Roles. There are so many different podcasts like Blackwater D&D, Heart of the
Yeah,
Dungeon, Game Master Monday, Damsels in Distress. Like you said, Dungeons and Daddies. That's also been on my radar for a while. Uh, Man, there are so many actual plays. Like just like there are so many books. I haven't read a lot of
exactly.
them. I have
Exactly.
2 rows filled with Terry Pratchett books, and I have read just like two and a half Terry Pratchett books. I'm like, I
Relatable,
need to,
dude.
I need to get on with that. Get on with the program. Not enough time, but we'll get there eventually. By the time we are
Yeah.
70, if we are 70. Oh my God, did I just go dark over there? Raghav, take over.
Sheesh, man, what are you doing? What is this?
Oh, just
Oh,
another
that's
thing for what I have going on is just yesterday, or I mean, it's been a month that I've been trying to dive into this thing, and just yesterday I just pulled out my first pair of not pair set of dice. Can I show it to you guys?
Oh
ooh,
yeah,
yeah,
please.
dude.
Oh,
Oh yeah, dude.
I don't know if
Transparent.
it's
Oh,
like
I love
properly
that.
in.
Oh, it'll be proper in the video. Don't worry. But
Oh, that's
dude,
nice.
that's
But yeah,
awesome. That's awesome.
that's just
Nice,
it's just the
dude. That's
D6
so
and the
cool.
D20. But yeah, I've got like all of them.
That's so cool.
But yeah, that's something that I'm now trying my hand at because apparently it's pretty uh, low entry barrier hobby, but the uh, like the learning curve, the skill learning of the skill is much more steeper. Like this anyone can, like not anyone, but like most people can get this. But the main thing is like playing with colors and whatnot.
Playing with
That's
colors,
the fun part.
adding.
So if
Yeah.
anyone who wants to start streaming, what advice would you give them?
Oh man, I mean, I honestly don't know if I'm qualified to be the one, but of what 4 years of streaming has taught me is just start streaming. That's all. That's all there is. Just download OBS, whatever you have, whatever piece of content you think you're going to stream, just start streaming it. Uh, because at first nobody's going to give a fuck who you are. There's going to be zero viewers. There's going to be nobody who's in your chat, and you just have to be used to it. You just don't focus on the numbers. Do your content in after a while, maybe a month, 6 months, a year, I don't know, someone will come into your chat, they'll share it with their friends, then you'll have like 4 people coming in regularly, and that's how it kind of grows. That's how I've met most of my friends like on Discord through streaming. So that's how it grows. So if anyone wants to start streaming anything at all, my number one advice would be just start and don't look at the numbers. Just keep doing your thing.
Yeah, that's an important thing. The numbers will eventually grow. You will eventually get there, but you don't have to focus it, like, at least for the start, because that can be intimidating.
Absolutely. Like I've been there. I've like been there and like streaming 3 days a week back in COVID, and then thinking, holy, why is my like viewer count just not going up? Why are the followers not going up? What am I doing wrong? Should I try this game? Should I try that game? And that's where then the content suffers because you are thinking about the outcome than the actual product.
You're not enjoying. You have to enjoy at
Yeah,
first.
of course. Like look at all the streamers who've like made it. They are in like enjoying themselves. They are putting up a show. Yes, they are entertaining you, but they are also having a good time while doing it. That's what.
Yeah, I mean, look at Speed. Speed is like, I love Speed so much. I don't follow his content at all, but whenever I see it, I mean, it feels like he's being the most authentic self that he is, just like full of
Before you
energy.
said
Like,
I love his contents, this thing, I love Speed so much. Look at Speed, huh?
oh, Speed. He's just a kid, dude. He's just a kid.
I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know that.
For those who are watching, listening, I did not say anything wrong. Yeah. Oh, one last question. What's your favorite memory in TTRPGs? A favorite moment of yours?
Oh, oh, that's fuck. That's a tough one.
That's fucked up. It's like
Uh,
asking who's your favorite child or
yeah. You know what? I'm just going to like cheat a little and say the recent one, like the last session that we had last week. Um, I basically killed off a very, I mean, I think we've all done this, very, an NPC that was very emotionally attached. Like the party was emotionally attached to this NPC. He was
oh
the
yeah.
brother of one of the PCs, and like you were long lost, met after like 20 years because this guy, the player, had like left home and whatnot and that sort of a thing. And turns out this guy is working for this underground rebellion kind of a gang, not gang, but like people who are trying to do good within the city by staying in the shadows kind of a group. And even the rest of the party was like very attached, and just like in front of their eyes his head just got chopped off and they couldn't do anything. So although a very although a very sad memory, but I loved watching the faces of everyone as that happened. And then the 20 minutes
Oh
after that was just silence and them trying to figure out what to do next. And that I was
yeah.
like satisfied, like, yeah, this is the moment when I've delivered that emotional blow at the
Hell
table.
yeah. Hell yeah. I love that. An emotional blow is what we're going to be ending at because unfortunately, people, the podcast is at an end.
The episode, not the series.
The
Come on, Aman.
episode is at an end. We
Why do
need
you
these
want to hurt
awkward
my fans,
moments.
huh?
They are my fans too,
Sure,
Anurag. Oh my
sure.
god. Again with this like co-host rivalry. We're gonna get that started again. Soon we're gonna have a PvP, ladies and gentlemen, over at the Infinite Tavern podcast. Stay tuned for that. But with that, Akhil, thank you so much for agreeing to do this. We love having
Thank you
you
for
on the
having me,
podcast.
guys.
And yeah, anything else you want to plug in before we go into the outro?
Oh, nothing much. Honestly, if you guys are interested in actual plays, just check out my YouTube channel. There will be some coming up really soon. It's the YouTube channel goes by Crispy Akhil. If you're interested in like just funny slash informative shorts, reels, I go by Crispy Akhil on Instagram as well. And yeah, I do post. I put out like adventures every now and then, so maybe follow on Twitter for that update, or maybe even on Instagram. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the update will like reach you somehow through some Discord uh,
Hell yeah.
link.
It will eventually. We'll post that in the description so you guys can check the description. The links are all over there on Spotify, on YouTube, so it won't be hard to find, and on Twitter as well. So, with that, we come to the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching, listening, wherever you're watching, listening. If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure to
Man, why are
subscribe
you
and give us
so
a thumbs up.
confused about all of this? They are
I'm not
listening
confused.
and watching.
Hey, people listen on Spotify. People watch on YouTube. Let's be clear about that.
Hey, I watch
Uh,
on Spotify. You know the all our episodes. I'm one of the viewers.
okay, sure. Okay, I'll believe that. Uh, but I mean, like, people use Spotify to listen mostly. Mostly, people are not gonna like open a video. So yeah. Anyway, uh, if you're watching on YouTube, please give us a subscribe. Please comment on us. It helps the algorithm. And if you're watching us listening on Spotify, please make sure you go to the app on your phone and give us a good rating and give us some comments as well, because that's going to
And
help in the algorithm as well.
if any of my players are listening, go on to YouTube, and if on this video, if you comment the word inspiration, I might give you an inspiration in the game.
And if you don't,
Yeah.
then next session you're going to die.
Anyway, we'll see you in the next one. We'll let you go. All right, guys. Bye bye.